Okay, students, now we should take a question of greatest integer, that is find the solution of equation sin x is equal to greatest integer of 1 plus sin x plus greatest integer of 1 minus cos x. Okay, students, we have to solve this equation. So now we should start the process of solution, as we have given that sin x is equal to greatest integer of 1 plus sin x plus greatest integer of 1 minus cos x. Okay, as we know that here one integer in both greatest integer symbol, so we can take 1 is before the greatest integer sign, so it will be 1 plus greatest integer sin x, and this will be 1, and in bracket it is minus cos x greatest integer. Okay, now what happens? This is here on simplification we get that sin x is equal to 2 plus greatest integer sin x and plus greatest integer of minus cos x. Okay, students, now we should take sin x and greatest integer sin x in one side. So it is sin x and minus greatest integer of sin x is equal to 2 plus greatest integer of minus cos x. Okay, that this is, as we know that x minus greatest integer x is, we know that x minus greatest integer x is fractional part of x. It is fractional part of x. So sin x minus greatest integer of sin x is fractional part of sin x. So fractional part of sin x is equal to 2 plus greatest integer of minus of cos x. This is cos x. Now as we know that greater fractional part x belongs in closed interval 0 to open interval 1. In closed 0 to open 1. Is RHS from 0 to 1? We know that cos x belongs minus 1 to plus 1. Cos x belongs to, we know that minus cos x will belongs to minus 1 to plus 1. So its greatest integer will belong, greatest integer of cos x belong what? If any value is belonging from minus 1 to plus 1, then what will be their greatest integer, or we can calculate it easily. We can say that minus cos, greatest integer of minus cos x may be plus 1 or minus 1. It may be plus 1 or minus 1. If it is plus 1 or minus 1, then what will happen? It can give me value 1, 2, 3 because 1, 2, 1, 0 and minus 1. This can give me result possible integer values 1, 0 and minus 1. Okay. So on putting 1 we will get RHS sin x is equal to what may be possible. If we put 1 it will be 3, if 0 then it is 2, if minus 1 then on putting 1 it will be minus 1, so 1, 2 and minus 1 it will be plus 1, so it will be 3. 1, 2 or 3 fractional part values are 1, 2 and 3. It is possible? It is never possible because which is, but we know that greatest fractional part of sin x can be belongs to close 0 to open 1. It is never plus 1, but on the basis of this result it is 1, 2 or 3 which are beyond this range. These values are beyond this actual range. So there are no such x which are possible. So here is no solution. So these two results contradicts each other. So x is equal to 5 means no solution. No solution is possible in this case. Okay students, now if we can divide this solution, we have given this and noted down this. As we know that integer value can be taken out, so we have taken plus 1 from both the integer sign, so it is a plus 2, and now we have taken greatest integer sin x in the side of sin x minus greatest sin x is fractional part sin x plus 2. Now what are possible values of this greatest integer cos x? Possible values are 1, 0 or minus 1. No values are possible other than these values. So on 1 it will be 2 minus 1, 1. On 0 it will be 2. On minus 1 it will be 3. So possible values are fractional part sin x is 1, 2 or 3 which are not possible in actual form because we know that fractional part function has range from 0 to open 1, close 0 to open 1. So this result and actual result contradict each other, so no common solution or no solution is possible here. Okay students, now let us discuss another question. Now our another question is fractional part function. We should discuss now the fractional part function. What? Fractional part okay students, we should discuss now fractional part function. Okay, any function given by y is equal to this symbol is known as fractional part function. Its result may be starting from 0 and ending before 1, means fractional part x can contain value starting from 0 and before 1. means it will always belongs to close 0 to open 1. How? Let us take some example. And fractional part x is also defined as x minus greatest integer x. From here, you can get the values in actually. Okay. Now, we should draw the graph of this function. Okay. So, before drawing the graph, we have to take some values that are from we will vary the x and after that we will get the graph. So let us draw the x and y plane. What is y? Y is equal to x minus greatest integer x. This is the result of fractional part x. Okay. Now we should start x from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and take 5 here or up to 4. Okay. Here we should take negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. Okay. Now we should check the result between these intervals. Okay. If our x belongs to close 0 to 1, then greatest integer will be 0, so y will be x. What is y? X. And here we can say that x greater or equal to 0 and less than 1. Now another interval is x greater or equal to 1 and less than 2. Then greatest integer will be 1. So y will be what? X minus 1. Another interval, that is when x greater or equal to 2 and less than 3, what will happen? Y is equal to x minus 2. Okay. Now we should take some values from negative side, or we should draw the positive side, after that take negative side. Another is when x greater or equal to 3 and less than 4, then y will be what? X minus 3. So let us draw the graph of positive side, then take result of negative side. If we take close 0 to open 1, then what is the graph? Y equal to x. Y equal to x line is such that this at 1 it is open because 1 is not included here. After that, if we take x close 1 to open 2, our line is y equal to x minus 1. X minus 1. What will happen? At x is equal to 1, it will be 0. It means graph should cut the point 1. So here graph will be what? Sum this graph. Okay. Similarly, after that, this graph will come out, and similarly here we will get the graph. We have taken here hollow points because values 3, 2, 1 are not included, as here is only and only less sign, not equal sign. Similarly, now we should take the values of negative x-axis. What will happen when we take the values of negative x-axis, when x is greater or equal to -1 and less than 0, what will happen? It will be -1. So overall result here will be x plus 1. Okay. And when x is greater or equal to -2 and less or equal to -1, then what will happen? It will be -2 and that will give x plus 2. It means we have found the graph from here. Okay. This is hollow point because 0 is not included here. Similarly, here will be hollow because -1 is not included in again. Okay. Similar graph will be obtained. Okay. Okay. This is what? This is 1. This is 1. So, as we see from the graph, what is domain and range? As we know that graph can be drawn for every value of x. The graph can be defined for every value of x. So domain equal to, what is the domain? Domain is all real numbers. What is the range? Range is, as we know that every graph is starting from 0 and ending at height 1. So range is from close 0 to open 1. Okay students. So it was all about the fractional part function and graph of fractional part function. Now we have to take some question based on fractional part function, and after solving that we should conclude some new concepts. Students, one question is that solve for fractional part x is equal to x plus greatest integer x. We have to solve this problem. What happens here? So let us start. X minus greatest integer x. RB should convert x. RB should convert fractional part x. Okay. Now note down the question. That is 4 fractional part x is equal to x plus greatest integer x. What's going on? We have taken here that 4 fractional part x as we know that x is equal to greatest integer x plus fractional part x. So we have put the value of x. X is always equal to greatest integer x plus fractional part x. Okay. Now we should simplify this. One fractional part x will be cancelled out here. So here will be 3 fractional part x. Okay. And here will be 2 greatest integer x. Okay, friends. So now we have that fractional part x is equal to 2 by 3 greatest integer x. Okay. As we know that fractional part x is always greater or equal to 0 and less than 1. It is always greater or equal to 0 and less than 1. So put this value of fractional part x. So 2 by 3 greatest integer x will be greater or equal to 0 and less than 1. Okay. On simplifying this, we get that greatest integer x is greater or equal to 0 and less than 3 by 2. Okay. What are the possible value of greatest integer x? As we know that greatest integer x has only integer value. So for this relation starting from 0 and before 3 by 2, we can get x as, what is the possible values of greatest integer x? Greatest integer x can be either 0 or 1. Two values are possible here. Okay. Now, if greatest integer x is 0, so put if greatest integer x is equal to 0, we will get fractional part x is equal to 2 by 3 into 0, so it is 0. Okay. Now, if greatest integer x is 1, then what will be fraction part x? Fractional part x will be 2 by 3 into 1, that is 2 by 3. Fractional part x is 2 by 3. Okay. Now, put these values in given equation. This is our equation 1. Put greatest integer x and fraction part x and greatest integer x in equation 1. What will happen? In first case, we should put 0 and greatest integer also 0. So it will be 4 into 0 is equal to x plus 0. That will give x equal to 0. Okay. Now in another case, we should put greatest integer x equal to 1 and fractional part equal to 2 by 3. So put here, we get that 4 into 2 by 3 is equal to x plus greatest integer x is now 1. Okay. After simplification, we can get that this is 8 by 3 is equal to x plus 1. Now x will be 8 by 3 minus 1, that is 5 by 3. So we have got two values of x. One is 0 and another one is 5 by 3. So solution equal to, what is solution? So solution is 0 comma 5 by 3. The two values are possible, that are 0 and 5 by 3. Okay, it is our final answer of this question. Okay students, we have solved this question, and it is very important question for concept point of view. Now students, let us take another question, that is find the domain of fx is equal to square root of x square minus mod x minus 2. Okay, let us start. That is fx is equal to square root of x square minus mod x minus 2. For we know that quantity under square root 2 is defined, or this type of relation is defined when value inside the square root is greater or equal to 0. So this value should x square minus mod x minus 2 should be greater or equal to 0. We can write x square as mod x the whole square, because x square equal to mod x the whole square is minus mod x minus 2 greater or equal to 0. Now we should factorize this, and that will be mod x square minus 2 mod x plus mod x minus 2 greater or equal to 0. And after the simplification we get mod x common. Now this is mod x minus 2, and here it is 1 common, it is mod x minus 2. Okay. Okay students, now our final factorization is mod x plus 1 and mod x minus 2, it is greater or equal to 0, so it is greater or equal to 0. Okay, now we should take it on number line. Here critical value will be minus 1 and here will be plus 2, so we should show here 2 and minus 1. Now this is plus minus plus. Okay, so for greater or equal to 0, we should take a plus side. So mod x belongs to what? Minus infinity to what? That is equal to 0. So minus 1 close interval and union close interval to infinity. Okay students, it is the value of mod x. Then what should be value of x? Okay students, as we have taken here as per rule that it is minus infinity minus 1, but minus infinity minus 1 is not possible in case of mod, so we should reject this. So our remaining result will be what? 2 to infinity, because we have taken non-negative results. If mod x belongs to from close interval to infinity, so what will be x? Then x will be from x belongs to what? Minus infinity to minus 2 and union 2 to infinity, because all negative values such as 2 to infinity are also included, because negative of that value will be this, because mod of that negative values will be this value. So we should include negative values of x for solution. So it is the solution, or it can be x belongs to r minus 2 to plus 2. Both are solutions. You can write this or this. Both are answers. Okay. Okay students, so in this question we have solved for domain. We have simply taken that square value under the square root sign is always greater or equal to 0. After that we have factorized and we have represented the number line. Here we have taken mod x from this to this, but this negative value cannot be taken as mod is always non-negative. So negative values are neglected. We have taken to the infinity, and if mod is removed, then the image negative value of number line from -2 to -infinity will be also included. So we have taken this value also, and this solution can be written in this form also. So thus the question is solved. Okay, thank you very much.